When you are looking for the best pre-built PC, it's very easy to get overwhelmed because of how many options there are in the market. However, most PCs are actually really terrible deals that will give you bad gaming performance at a horrible price. With that in mind, if you actually want to get a pre-built PC that fits your budget and needs, achieves great gaming performance with no FPS drops or stutters, no bottlenecks, and you can run your favorite game with your desired settings, then you came to the right place. I'll show you specific pre-built PC recommendations for 1080p, 1440p, and even 4K resolution. You will find all the links to these computers down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. With the first PC, we have the best budget under $1,000 gaming system. This pre-built PC will be ideal if you want to play at 1080p, high to ultra settings in high demanding games, or if you want to play esports shooters at 240 plus FPS on average at 1080p competitive settings. So if you want to play Valorant or Fortnite, those type of titles at high frame rates, that way you can get a 240Hz 1080p or 1440p monitor. This system comes with the i5-13400F, which is one of the best price to performance processors out there, and then you get the Nvidia RTX 5060, which is one of the newest Nvidia graphics cards, and as I said before, you will be able to play at 1080p resolution, high to ultra settings in high demanding games, and achieve very decent frame rate. Also, you get 32 gigs of RAM, so this system is going to be very nice for streaming and content creation on the side in case you want to do more than just gaming, and also this system has great aesthetics because of the PC case and the RGB fans, so plenty of airflow and a beautiful looking case. Now, the best part about this system is the price, because it's going for $890, one of the cheapest PCs that you can get in the modern market to run games on high to ultra settings. Now, if you're looking for the best price to performance system, so you want a PC that's going to be under $1,500, but it's going to give you amazing gaming performance in any resolution basically, then this next system will be the best one for you. I'm talking about the HP Omen 35L. This PC has the Nvidia RTX 4070 Super, which is one of the best 1440p graphics cards in the market, and you will be able to run high demanding games at 1440p on high to ultra settings with no issues. And I'm talking about games like Cyberpunk 2077, Hogwarts Legacy, and games of that nature. If you want to run esports shooters, you will be able to play at 240 plus FPS on average competitive settings at 1440p resolution, possibly even 360 plus FPS depending on the esports game. So feel free to go with a 360Hz 1440p monitor if you desire to play those esports games. And then you also get 32 gigs of RAM, so this will be an amazing streaming, productivity work, and content creation system as well. Now, with this Omen 35L, you can also play at 4K resolution, 60 plus FPS on average depending on the game and depending on the settings. So if you want to play at 4K down the line, this PC is also a great option, especially for the price, because as of right now, it's going for $1,350. As I said before, this is a very nice price to performance system for under $1,500. Now, if you want the best value 4K PC that you want to use for 4K ultra settings, or you want to max out 1440p resolution gaming, I recommend you getting this Skytech Prism 4. This PC has the RX 9070 XT graphics card, which is the fastest graphics card from AMD and will allow you to play games at 4K resolution, 80 plus FPS on average, and I'm talking about high demanding games on high to ultra settings. This is very fast performance. And then of course, if you want to play at 1440p, as I said before, you can max it out. You can play any game that you want at 120 plus FPS on average, so very strong performance at both 4K and 1440p. The price is also very decent, but I will be talking about pricing in just a second. Before doing that, I want to tell you that the CPU for this gaming PC is the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, one of the fastest CPUs in the entire market for gaming. So if you want to run high CPU demanding games like Flight Simulator, this will be ideal, or if you want to play esports shooters where you will be using more of your CPU, and if you want to play, for example, at 1080p or 1440p competitive settings in those type of games like Valorant, Fortnite, or CS2, you will be averaging over 500 FPS. So feel free to max out any monitor refresh rate, whether that's a 540Hz or a 480Hz monitor. Then of course you get 32 gigs of RAM, so amazing performance for streaming and content creation, and then you get 2TB of SSD, which is plenty of storage to install a bunch of games. Now, the total price for this system is $1,800 USD by the time of filming, but I have an extra coupon code that you will find down below in the video description for an extra discount. So in the end, you will be saving around $50. And then if you want to get similar performance, but you want to get an Nvidia graphics card, so you want to either max out 1440p resolution or get one of the best price to performance experiences for 4K, I do recommend you getting an AVS PC from Newegg. Now, this PC in particular has the Nvidia RTX 5070 Ti, which is very similar compared to the RX 9070 XT I just mentioned, but it's from Nvidia, so you get a better level of ray tracing performance, you get DLSS, which is the better upscaling technology in case you want to turn on DLSS at 4K and achieve higher frame rates. So overall the 5070 Ti is a better graphics card. For the rest of the components inside of the system, you get the Intel Core Ultra 7 265K processor, which if you don't know much about computers, this CPU is one of the best CPUs out there if you want to combine gaming with content creation. So if you want to do more than just gaming, this CPU will be one of the best CPUs. And then you get 32 gigs of RAM once again and 2TB of SSD, so plenty of storage. Now, even though the price by the time of filming is $2,080, you will get an extra coupon code for a 5% discount, so it will be under $2,000 in the end. So yes, you will be spending around $200 more than the last system, but you will be getting an Nvidia graphics card. So it's up to you and up to your wallet. Then if you want a 4K ultra gaming PC, but you don't want to spend over $4,000 for a PC, then I do recommend you getting the next system from Amazon, which is the Gaming Assure 3. This PC has the Ryzen 7 9800X3D processor, which is the fastest CPU in the market for gaming, so feel free to max out any monitor refresh rate or play any high CPU demanding game and expect very high frame rates. And then you get the Nvidia RTX 5080, which is one of the fastest graphics cards in the entire market, and you can play games at 4K ultra settings, 90 plus FPS without any DLSS. So if you want to use an upscaling technology in high demanding games, you can expect even higher frame rates than 90 FPS, which is an insane level of gaming performance. And of course you can use it for 1440p and expect over 140 FPS in the most high demanding games out there, but I do recommend you having a 4K monitor for this system if you want to get the best image quality and still maintain really good gaming performance. Then you also get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, a 2TB SSD, so as I've been saying throughout this video, this is amazing for streaming, content creation, and it's plenty of storage. And then you also get a 360 all-in-one liquid cooler for the CPU, so you will be getting one of the best cooling systems that you can get for a CPU. So you will have no issues when it comes to the CPU or GPU temps. The price will be around $3,080, but then from Amazon you can apply a coupon that's going to give you a $180 discount. So in the end it will be under $3,000 and you will be getting a 4K ultra experience. Now if you don't care about money and you want the best of the best, you just want the fastest system out there that you can show to your friends, then I do recommend you getting the next PC, which is also one of the cheapest gaming PCs with the RTX 5090 in this Skytech King 95. Now this PC is going on an insane $1,500 discount, and I also have a coupon code for you to get it for even cheaper. I will be talking about that in just a second, but I want to explain to you that this PC has the Nvidia RTX 5090, so you will be achieving the fastest performance out there for gaming, and I'm talking about 4K resolution, ultra settings with the highest frame rates, and it's also the fastest graphics card if you want to do more than just gaming. Let's say you want to do something content creation or productivity work related, the 5090 is also the fastest graphics card for that. Then you get a Ryzen 9 9900X processor, which is one of the best CPUs for multitasking, productivity work, and gaming at the same time. So you will be getting a very complete system if you end up purchasing this PC right here. Once again, you get 2TB of SSD and 32 gigs of RAM. So as I said before, it's a very complete system, and in my opinion, you get one of the best cases in the entire market in the Montech King 95 Pro. This PC case is beautiful and it has plenty of airflow for high-end computers. Now, the price is going to be around $4,000, but I have an extra coupon code for 3% off, so the total price will be actually quite lower. Now, if you want all of these coupon codes for extra discounts and the PC links themselves, you will find them down below in the video description. And then down below, I will also leave you an extra system in case you have even more money to spend and you want the best of the best for gaming, content creation, productivity work, and everything else, because yes, you will be getting the same RTX 5090, so you will be getting the same gaming performance, but then instead of that system, you will be getting more memory, more storage, and a more powerful CPU for content creation and productivity work. So if you're a professional content creator and you earn money through doing so, or any type of multitasking or AI rendering, then I do recommend you buying that system and spending the extra for the investment. You will find that PC once again down in the video description, as well as every deal mentioned, and I will be updating those links weekly. That way you get the best, most updated deal by the time of watching. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.